Welcome to Ghana. Ghana is a country on the west coast of Africa, just on the Atlantic Ocean. In 1966, it was the first country in black Africa to receive its independence. As you can see from these scenes, it can be a very beautiful land. Ghana is a land that has a long history of contact with Europeans. As we look out over this beach, we see on this far point of land here a castle built by the Portuguese between 1471 and 1482. All these materials were hauled from Portugal so that the Portuguese could trade for the gold of this country. It is said that Columbus came to this castle before he set sail for America 10 years later. This fort was built by the Dutch after they had taken Elmina from the Portuguese for the purpose of protecting their castle, a valuable trading commodity, where vast quantities of gold and later slaves were shipped out. Less than 10 miles down the coast from Elmina, just out of cannon range, we come to this castle, Cape Coast Castle, built by the English in the 1800s. This also was a major trading castle that dealt in gold and later in slaves. Just another short distance down the coast, we come to this old fort at Bonsea, long since abandoned, whereas Elmina and Cape Coast are still used to this very day. Because the days the old sailing ships and the old traders along the coast are gone. New times have come, and the forts stand abandoned. But surrounding the forts are the villages still teeming with life. But this is the present and the future. Because Ghana is in the midst of a tremendous change, along with the old, there's also the new, the very modern and up-to-date. And the old is constantly changing into the new. Here is one of the world's largest hydroelectric projects. When this was built in 1967, it created the largest man-made lake in the world. You see here the intake area in which the water comes into the tubes to produce the electricity. They produce enough electricity not only for their own country, but also for the neighboring countries of Togo, Benin, and Burkina Faso. They also produce enough electricity for the Volta aluminum smelter built here by Henry Kaiser because of the inexpensive supply of electricity. Generating station from the top of the dam. See the water tubes and the 6 generators. You can see a good close-up view of the dam
if one breaks down, then they can just go. Well, actually, that was here. They live on the line from here to Gold. So they just hook a bunch of wires up to the line.
Alongside the new, there's also the old, because Ghana is a land in transition, a land changing from its old ways to its new ways. Here we see the old villages, a typical village. If you were there in Ghana today, this is what you would see. Things happening, people living in the way in which they have lived for hundreds and perhaps thousands of years. Red peppers drying, cloves drying, working on corn.
I will have to see who's in charge of it.
Welcome. But the old ways are steadily but surely giving way to the new ways. Here, for instance, is a street scene from Accra, the capital city of Ghana, a city of almost 1 million people. Sometimes the traffic is unbelievably heavy, very, very difficult to get down into town. And the pedestrian traffic is even heavier. Close to the big UTC store, one of the big department stores here. Just taking a look around. Everyone's selling something. Wherever you look, people gather selling things. What?
Oh, it's
Okay, bye.
Woman sleeping here?
What?
You saw a woman sleeping right there to your left?
Where at?
Right here to your left.
Oh, yeah. Preserve the old and to remember the way it has always been. Just 30 miles outside the capital city of Accra is this game park where we've gone to see the baboons.
Oh, yeah, I was saying they're all running. Oh, wow. Why are you oh, they jumped into the tree. Did you see? Good show, good show. Grab her. Watch it. Watch it now. They're going to come down and do the same thing.
If you steal one of their young.
We're not going to go steal
We're not going to steal
anybody's
one of their young
babies.
now, are we? So they won't attack us.
We're not going to go bother their babies. There.
Right now they're chasing each other.
Yeah, they're having fun. They're playing games.
I'm not afraid.
They won't.
They're picking at one another like you and Faith pick at one another.
They are good rock climbers.
Oh, that one is
Yes.
Yeah.
They are good rock climbers.
How tall is that big one? How tall would you say that big one is?
But as the new gradually takes the place of the old, yet the old ways still survive alongside. Here we walk through one of the markets of town. You can see this in any city of West Africa or almost any larger village in West Africa. These balls here are kinky. This is the same thing they had up in the village the other day. They're making smaller packages. And these are yams, the African yams, which they grow up north. They just cut off pieces. You can use them as potatoes. How much is one yam?
120.
120 CDs? How much is the piece?
40 to 20.
This was 40, this is 20? Okay. Unless next time. Walking on back through the market. Oh, there's a bag of hot peppers. Those are red peppers and they're quite hot. Tomatoes. Eggplants, various kinds. Fish. Okra. This is the food section. And this is one of the old meat markets in one of the markets in town. This is the meat market. Do you have filet?
Yes.
Where is the filet?
3 pieces.
What?
1 here, 2 here. Another one also.
Fine. Now put it in the bag. Wait. Okay, put it in the bag. What kind is that? Filet? Fine. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
But even in the area of retailing, buying and selling, the old is giving way to the new. As you can see here in the middle of this modern UTC department store, where the merchandise is sold in Western fashion. Electrical supplies. This is really something compared to what we had here before. It was really, stores were almost empty by the time we left. Old occupations and skills still are useful and still are used. Take for instance this potter at work making water jars. And also this weaver, busy at work making the local kente cloths that the people love so much. But in this area also, the old gives way to the new, as the rise of the small businessman takes place here alongside the roads. Here, for instance, is a refrigerator repairman's shop. And this is their shop right here. They have a little empty building next to it where the ones that they can't fix are put into. Kiosk. And also witness this other enterprising person in his kiosk. This is a electronics repair shop, and we brought our computer power pack here to have it repaired.
No. It will read resistance.
Dusek, is that the power pack for the computer there?
Yes.
Oh, what? Can you fix it? Can you fix this one? Oh, he is the man who is fixing it. Oh, fine.
Come on, my Come on, my shining star. Keep on.
And in some places, the old and the new exist side by side, harmonizing with each other and helping each other, such as in this fishing village here. Here you see one of the modern fishing boats. But if you look in the background, you'll see the old dugout canoes. Out farther in the harbor is the fishing fleet. And the dugout canoes are carrying the fish from the fishing fleet back into the inner harbor here, where they're being taken off by the market women and being taken to market. But of course, in the midst of all this change, many things in daily life remain the same, such as sweeping the compound each morning. And also harvesting our banana crop so that we can have a few fresh fruit in the next week. Yes.
Yes, yeah.
$5.
$5. Oh, I bet you
Yes.
I gave you
I need a
$2.
green one.
$2. Oh,
Now,
how much will a bunch like that cost in the States?
About $5.
Depends on the
Because it's
season
about
of the year.
30. Last time I saw it was 39 to 45.
How much does that sell for in Ghana now, Mensa, one bunch?
3 for 10 cedis. 3 for 10. And I can
Of the green ones?
3 bananas for 10 cedis?
About 10 cents.
10 cents a piece.
So you got, but they're not chiquitas. You got less than $1 there.
This will be 60 cedis. Yes. 60 cedis.
Yes, less than $1 worth of banana. And certainly pounding fufu is the same, because fufu is their favorite native dish. So is your fufu, is that plantain and yam?
Yeah.
Oh,
Plantain, cassava.
and cassava. Plantain and cassava. Oh, that is true fufu,
Yeah.
real fufu.
I mix it together.
Uh-huh. How long have you pounded?
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
But everywhere, the signs of change are evident as we come even into places like this, private schools in Ghana. There are government schools, but people are paying tuition, fairly high tuition for them, to send their children to schools like this, to private schools, where they can learn to read and write and to be able to take positions of fairly well-paying jobs in the country. And even religion is changing. For instance, here is a Feti shrine where sacrifices are made by the local witch doctors to the spirits of power. But the influence of these shrines seems to be decreasing steadily in the present religious climate of Ghana. And as the old religions lose influence, the Muslims are trying hard to convert West Africa. Here we are in downtown Accra, in front of the mosque. You see the people at prayer on both sides of the road, to the right and to the left. It is prayer time, and as the other traffic goes by, pedestrian traffic, you see the people at prayer. The mosque is on our left here with the yellow roof. In an interview with Rocky Bell, a graduate of Ghana Christian College, who now has a mission to the Muslims, trying to convert Muslims, he talks about some of the difficulties of trying to leave the Muslim faith and becoming Christian.
So many people actually know the truth, but I don't know, because of money and other things, they don't give it.
So you were just in the process then of trying to say you were a Christian, but you hadn't been able to tell anyone yet.
Yes, I couldn't tell them because I would be killed, because the moment you know that you have renounced the religion, it means your life is in danger. But I really also wanted to study more. So when I opened the Quran...
But the churches are new too, so new that many of them don't even have buildings, just bamboo frameworks and temporary roofs. As you can see from this church started by one of our graduates in the Volta region. Foundations are laid, but the roof, the walls and the roof are yet to go up. Some of the things are similar to that which we find in the United States churches, such as this Sunday school in the Advocate Christian Church. Or even some of the song services in the city churches may sound familiar. It is a complete surprise to the Americans, because we have not come here to change the churches. We have come here to teach them, and they set their own African tone for their worship services. About the same, except of course for the interpreter, but it becomes the center of the service. Wage is not a gift, and a gift is not a wage. And we want to think about those things. When they wrote this book, when he used the word, he said, the wages of sin, the wage, he said, that is what they pay to the soldiers in that place. And in the bush, even in the mud and swish churches of these villages, the communion and the communion message always remains the same about the death and burial and resurrection of Jesus Christ. The offering services, obviously, are considerably different from those of ours in America. When a person confesses his faith in the Lord Jesus Christ and comes forward for baptism, it is a time of tremendous joy in this land, as you can see. In 1966, in the beginning of this cultural and religious change on the continent of Africa, Ghana Christian College was established. From the beginning, the higher level of education in Ghana helped us decide that a full-fledged Bible college was needed in this country. As a result, Ghana Christian College became and still is the only Christian church Bible college on the continent of Africa which awards degrees. Several of our students have been to America, to seminaries for advanced degrees, and some are back teaching in Ghana now with these advanced degrees. This is the chapel of Ghana Christian College. We are in the section of Accra called Abaka, very heavily populated section of the city. Just do not attend school at all. There's no place for them to go. You see men repairing the water lines. They have the ranges eroded the ground and they've become exposed and broken. Each person has to develop his own water line off the main road here. The electricity has been off now since last night, about 2 or 3 o'clock. In fact, it was off most of the day yesterday. In fact, we have been here 4 days now, and the electricity has only worked for 36 hours. The dormitory from the other side, that section over there in that lot is the living area, and this is the college area itself. Right here is a little structure. This is the baptistry which David Cobb built when he was here. We used to bring the water in off the roof to fill it, and many people have been baptized in this area before he built administration section where the faculty is having their monthly, their weekly meetings. The faculty meeting taking place in which they're discussing the affairs of the students and the college and what needs to be. Ghana Christian College has always taught students from African independent churches That is, those churches who have broken away from the old mission churches or those which have just sprung up simultaneously in the country. Since the tradition, all African dependence and religion is on visions and dreams, we have felt it very important that they have a biblical base for their new Christian churches. We brought these students in who are already pastors, who are already working in various churches. As a result, they have a very high degree of enthusiasm by the time they reach the college, as you can tell from a normal chapel service. In its first decade of existence, the enrollment at Ghana Christian College varied between 20 and 30 students. There was not a very high degree of interest in Bible colleges and Bible learning in the country, seemingly, during that time. Although there were students who came from many areas to study. Students came from Nigeria, from Cameroon, from Togo, from Ivory Coast, and even from Uganda, as Ghana Christian College became an international training center for students from other African countries. But in the past 3 years, there's been an increase in desire for Bible learning throughout Ghana. All of the missions in the country have been commenting on this. As a result, the enrollment of Ghana Christian College exceeded 30 for the first time 2 years ago. Last year, it exceeded 40. This year, in which it is about to begin now, projections are that more than 50 students will be in the course, the 2 courses of study which are available. This is a real encouraging sign, but it also poses certain problems for the college.
And they were able to add this man together. They told Jonathan, hey, you are just a brief for one family. That's a small family. We are a tribe. So when you go with us all the way up there, that will be more blessing to you than
For the men, students. Back on this side now, side away from the house itself, as you see, everything here is very tightly compact. There's the chicken quarters, and this is the kitchen area where students can cook their food. Beyond the kitchen is the dining hall where they can eat. And this is the dormitory area of the college. With the increase in students to over 50, that has put a tremendous strain upon the facilities that we have available to us. We have space here for 6 students in each one of these double rooms, 4 in bunk beds in the outer section and 2 in a bunk bed on the inner section, which means we can hold 30 men students in this section. And they certainly are not plush accommodations. But when you have 30 places for 30 boarders and you have 50 students, it becomes evident that there's no way we can handle that many students unless they live out in the town. And there are no facilities in the town. So as you see, the quarters here are not very luxurious. But students will spend 3 and 4 years living here, leaving their wives in their villages. Besides the strain on the dormitory facilities, there are strains on the college for classroom spaces and other changes which need to be made. The educational level in Ghana is rapidly increasing. More and more higher quality theological training programs are needed, and an effort is needed to show the government that Ghana Christian College is a quality institution. As a result, we are applying for accreditation with the Theological Accrediting Association of Africa. Work has to be done on our constitution, on our curriculum, on the faculty education, which has almost been completed, on the facilities, and on upgrading the library, which is part of what Doris's responsibilities were when we were in Ghana. Mr. Gaga, do you have any idea how many books are on the shelves now already classified? 2,500?
1,500. Over that, but I'm not sure whether they.
And do you think there are at least 1,000 yet in storage that need to be classified?
More, we have more.
More than 1,000. Some attempts are being made to expand the work of the college by such innovations as extensions, such as this place of Jeff Hofstetter in Sunyani in the Brangahapo region. As the 20th graduation ceremonies of Ghana Christian College took place this year, it was obvious that the major needs of the college were those of rapid growth, need for more facilities, need for better structure of the college to keep up with the rapid increase and the desire for Bible learning. In fact, Ghana Christian College has become a major school for the training of evangelists and ministers in Ghana and in West Africa. The future looks very, very bright, but it will demand sacrifices. It will demand expansion of facilities. However, on this continent where the battle is taking place for the souls of Africa, it is imperative that we train people in New Testament Christianity who can bring the message of Christ to a world that needs it so badly. This is the work of Ghana Christian College.
Was Jonah happy? That's all.
So the graduates of 1986 rejoice, and their families come to rejoice with them because they have finished the course. But they are now just ready to begin the work. But we rejoice with those who rejoice. When the time comes, we will weep with those who weep if necessary, because the work of the Lord and the preaching of His Word demands both. We say goodbye to Ghana and wish a happy, successful ministry to those of Ghana Christian College.